Today's episode is brought to you by Modern Grower. Modern Grower is your source for time and labor-saving farm tools, such as the Paper Pot Transplanter, Quick Click Seeder, and the Jang Direct Seeder. Turn laborsome tasks into free time with tools by Modern Grower.
It's all fine and grand that we can feed the soil, we can do all of these sort of things and do all of that, but the reality of it is for both yourself, myself, unless we're just independently wealthy and this is just for fun, we're needing to turn a profit. We're needing to produce a harvest so that we can, take it to market, so to speak. In that sense, because I've had this struggle trying to follow good no-till practices, broad forking, cover cropping, leaving roots in the ground, composting and mulching when I can, foliar feeding, inoculating, trying to check every single box. And in certain places, like some of these beds that I've mentioned, still just struggling to really produce really high quality, very prolific with plants. So, what for those of us who are doing our best to try and come to this end point of regenerating the soil so that we can hopefully produce amazing nutrient dense food for years and years to come, what would be some really good things for a person in my situation, whether it's like they're just starting and they really need to start growing something now, or they're just struggling to really have those regenerative practices take hold within their soil? What are some quicker things that we can do to really help boost the health and fertility of our soil?
Man, I wish I had a perfect answer to that. Yeah,
I do too. That's why I'm asking.
You keep saying hopefully, and this is where we all are.
Yeah.
Hopefully make a profit.
Yeah.
Golly. I mean, imagine this. My trees are 4.5 years old. I mean, I don't even get harvest till the 4th year.
Yeah.
The amount of money that I poured into it, it's just unbelievable. And then the profit, then the last year was my first year of sales. So it was year 4. And my expenses.
Well, sorry, not to interrupt you. I did not realize that last year was your first year of sales. So when I heard you in 2022, you hadn't even had anything that you were taking to market.
No, I was talking about soil as if I knew, but I'd never sold anything.
So I just wanted to bring that up to point out the fact that this is not we're not talking Band-Aids here. These are like long-term things that we're doing to see increase later on down the road.
And I love what market gardeners are doing, and y'all are doing. You're needing to make a profit right from the start. So, I mean, I don't have an answer to that, but probably starting with the crops that are in demand. So here was my whole strategy. I am too small to compete with big growers that have got their own crews. They had their own land. They had wells and tractors and equipment. And so I'm starting from scratch and having to buy all those things. So what I've done, my strategy has been, okay, my fruit's got to be different. And the way I'm making it, and that's why I believe that regenerative, that's to me, the part about regenerative is that people need to, they don't undervalue your crop. Sell it. It's worth more. I know regenerative produce has 3, 4, or 5 times the nutrient value. So it ought to bring double the price. Never apologize. I ask what's really, to be honest, a tremendous price for my fruit, but I've had it analyzed. I've got it documented that it's 8 times more nutritious than grocery store fruit, than conventionally grown. So is that worth something? Yeah, that's worth a lot. So try to find the markets that appreciate that. And that market might be high-end chefs, or it might be a farmer's market that's more selective, that's got a clientele that's looking for health things. There are a lot of health conscious and minded people, and find ways to find those people that are Instagram and any kind of publicity that you can do. I ended up spending a lot of money on social media to try to develop an Instagram presence and LinkedIn, and it's really slow to start, and it starts to build, and then it gets momentum.
That sounds
So
familiar.
so last year was my first year, and I had no idea
Yeah.
how it was going to go. And I did Google Ads, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Facebook didn't even work for us, so we quit doing it. We paid some for those ads. We ended up shipping. I only have 7,000 pounds of fruit. I mean, that's a real small amount. Eventually, my grove could generate 200,000 pounds of fruit. So something
Yeah, that's
I shipped to 36 states.
wow.
People found out about it and were either seeking nutrient dense or health, or even some of them just say the message resonated with them. They're becoming aware of what regenerative is, and they want to support a regenerative farmer. So get a story behind what you're doing. That's what everybody ought to be doing. It's about family. It's about restoring the land. It's about doing the right thing. It's about produce that tastes better. And then the final result is it's better for us. It's nutritious. That's got to be everybody's message, and get that out there. And it costs a lot more to grow regeneratively. I'm not going to make any apologies about that. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, my labor cost. It's horrendous compared to. I've quickly kind of analyzed that compared to the conventional guys that I know and have a lot of friends. I could grow with the same amount of effort, just the labor input. I could do either 4 or 5 times the acreage that I have. So yeah, there's a cost for what I'm doing. So I believe the nutrient density is the result, and food is medicine. There's a whole tier of economic values, and I think there'd be wholesale, and then there would be retail, then there would be organic, then there would be regenerative, and then way above that is food is medicine. It's an entirely different market, and people need to learn how to make that an opportunity. What you described, that there's some compensation that people are being, Oklahoma has this incredible program that Food RX, that
Yeah.
it has changed people's lives that they've been eating regenerative food. Most of the people, I think the test was 100 people that a grant bought only regenerative food, provided it to these 100 people. The results were incredible. Most of them have gotten off of there, and it's an underprivileged group. So they're on all kinds of medications, high blood pressure, diabetes. People have lost 100 pounds. The majority of them have gone off of diabetes medications. It's just proof that good food, not just organic, but regenerative food it is medicine. It's transforming these people's lives. And I'm optimistic, and I'm hoping that maybe there's a hint of that we're going to start seeing that and see programs behind it. I say on these, I've used it as an expression on a lot of Instagram posts. Stop paying a doctor, pay a
Mm.
farmer.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of money that we spend for medical treatment, it's horrendous. People will spend thousands of dollars, tens of thousands for these medical treatments. And then they go to the grocery store and they skimp and they buy the cheapest, crummiest food that they can find. They're trying to save 50 cents on their produce when they got a bill from the doctor that was $300 because they've got all kinds of medical problems. I mean, we get the whole thing reversed. It's
Yeah.
absolutely inverted, what we need to be doing.
Yeah. The whole system really needs a full overhaul.
It's education. It really is. People, I mean, it's sad. I mean, yeah, people are kind of innocent. I mean, it's not being communicated. They're not being told. I don't believe it's a diabolical plot, but we need a lot of honesty and awareness that these problems are really serious.
Did you know if you're a farmer, you can get your low tunnels paid for by the NRCS? Through a recently launched government program, farmers can get between $4 and $5 per square foot in reimbursement towards a Quick Hoops low tunnel system. That's free money to help increase production on your farm. Learn more about Quick Hoops and the NRCS program at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below.